So we are continuing our first chapter, when, where and how, and so many questions as I told you, and we got the answer. So we will also read about the written sources. Besides written sources, there are also many sources like archaeology, the artifacts which are the objects which are got from the archaeological sites, and also manuscripts, inscriptions, coins and seals. Everything are the sources of the history. So besides that, these are some written sources which are available, and because of the availability of these written sources, it makes easy for the historians to write it, and also we can get the information through these written sources. So written sources are of three types. It has been categorized into divided into three parts. First one is religious literature, second one is secular literature, and third one is traveler's account. So now all these three written sources we will read in detail. The first one is religious literature. So in the religious literature, we have it is written that, or you can see from the screen that the Vedas, Ramayanas, Mahabharatas and Tripitakas, these are some of the literature. Only examples, some of the example I have given. Upanishads is also included, and these are the information they got from the religious literature. The Vedas gave, you know that 4 Vedas were written in India when the Aryans came to India in around 1500 BC. So the Vedas also gave so many informations about the society. So from this the historians could able to write. So the second one is secular literature. The secular literature includes all the subjects, not only the religion, it also includes politics, grammars, medicine, law, everything. That means all the things what are happened in the society, they have written. So example it is being given, only two example I have given here. There are so many examples are there. If you will read in detail, you can get that so many people has given the description of ancient Indian history. As we are reading the ancient Indian history, so the information, it is only example I have given. First one is Harsa Charita by Banabhatta. So in the picture you can see he was the Banabhatta. He had given the description about the social, political and economic condition during the rule of Harshavardhan, and he has given the title as Harsa Charita. That is about the society, about their economic condition, about the lifestyle of the people, and the political condition includes the type of rule ruled by the king, that is Harshavardhan. And the second one is the Arthashastra. It was written by Kautilya, and you must be knowing that Kautilya is also otherwise known as Chanakya. So Kautilya was the finance minister before when Chandragupta established his kingdom or Mauryan kingdom. Before that, Kautilya was there in minister of Dhanananda. So after the downfall of Dhanananda, he joined with Chandragupta Maurya, and he helped Chandragupta Maurya to establish the Mauryan kingdom. So he also written the government treaties, economic policy and military strategy. So the policies of the government is written by Kautilya or Chanakya. So the last one is the traveler's account. So during the ancient time also, many travelers came to India for various purposes. The first one I have given example, as I told in the last in the religious and secular literature. So many people have given the description about the condition of that particular period. So like that, many travelers also came to India. An example, only one or two examples I have given. First one is traveler's account in the Wen Sang. It can be pronounced as Zhuang Zhang. So he came from China, and he also gave the description of the horses period, which of the period is 6th to 7th century BC. So he described about the Central and South Asia. I told you that not only India, the travelers were moving from one place to another, and they were collecting the information from different parts of the land. Then another the example is Megasthenes. So Megasthenes, this is Wen Sang, and he was Megasthenes. So he was a Greek ambassador. When Alexander attacked India, at that time, the general of Alexander was known as Seleucus Nicator, and the ambassador was also there. He was known as Megasthenes. So he wrote in the court of, so after the death of Alexander, he became the Greek ambassador in the court of the Chandragupta Maurya, and he has given also the description about the Mauryan rule. When Chandragupta became the founder of the Mauryan dynasty, at that time he was there, so he had given the description of Mauryan rule. So there are some reasons why the people traveled in the past. There are so many reasons. To search for better sources of livelihood. If the person was not getting the good livelihood, they were moving from one place to another. Then second one is, this is very important because during that time when the settlement was there, when there was the establishment of many important and powerful kingdoms, at that time the only aim of the king was to conquer or to expand their territories. So to conquer other lands, and also some people were there, they wanted to discover the new lands. The aim of the king was to establish or expand their territories, and some people, they wanted to explore and they wanted to discover the lands. The third one is merchants and travelers traveled for trading purposes. They were moving from, already in the first portion I told that many people, they were doing the trades with other countries through sea route. While teaching geographical framework, at that time I have taught, they were doing the trading business with the Mesopotamia and Southeast Asian countries. Then the last one is, in order to spread the religious ideas. For example, I can say during the time of Gautam Buddha and Mahavir and Bardhaman Mahavir, they were two preachers on the around 6th to 7th century BC. These both of them, the Gautam Buddha was the founder of Buddhism and Mahavira was the founder of Jainism. So his followers, all the followers of both Buddha and Jaina also, they traveled from one place to another to spread their religion. So this is all for the written sources. And there are so many sources, as I told. If we will read, when you will go to the higher class, you will get more knowledge, or if you want to know more also, you can get the informations. This is as you have started reading history for the first time, so very less example has been given. If you read, or if so many researches have been done, so you can get more information also. So this is all for today.